Bastards All Day. Bad Waves is a radio show based in reality. And the views and opinions of on-the-air personalities do not represent Q4 Radio and are solely for entertainment purposes. You see, this broadcast includes bastards with adult language, bastards with adult themes, and bastards with partial nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Pete mess. So if you're a bitch with ass delicacies looming in your crusty from dangling participles and real shit, call the show directly or turn the channel. You.
Keep rolling. How come I never remember emptying bottles? Mama was hedging our bets when I could have modeled. She gave me a real life, I'm living a real life still. I've been dealing free with a fuck a deal type deal. Not for the love of it, I am become the shit. Every week my skin less bare than my cupboard is. I cannot think without ink in my dermis. I cannot write without ink in my pen and a drink in my thermos. You think that I'm working? I think that I'm drinking too much, closing curtains like nothing to see here. Go away. I'm trying to pity party all night long. Pity party all night long. Like nothing to see here. Go away. This is a personal party. Please go away. How come I never remember where all my weed went? Opportunity passing me up so frequent. I've been trying to chill like I know that my train on time. Feigning patient behavior while tranking my mind. I'm for the drugginess, I'm for the dumbing down. Been dumbfounded how dumb people just stomach some of that I still struggle with. I hear mumbles on the radio to be clear as day when I'm wasted. Life gamble dice weighted. I ain't seeing no faces like nothing to see here. Go away. I'm trying to pity party all night long. Pity party all night long. Like nothing to see here. Go away. This is a personal party. Please go away.
How come I never remember that fucking promise that I made up with Michael in 94? Homie, you a star kid written in the universe. Even though it takes a battle, you gon' finally break the curse. Struggle ain't the issue, the problem is your mind. Got too many vices, now they freckle your design. They hold you stuck in time, they wind down your present. The gift is in your spirit and not in your depression.
Like nothing to see here, go away. I'm trying to pity party all night long. Pity party all night long. Like nothing to see here, go away. This is a personal party, please go away.
Once again, it's on. It's 11 something on a Thursday. It means it's time to get moist to some bad waves. Oh, yes. That song you just heard was Pity Party off of Dan Rarig's new album, Chore Boy Raps. Check him out on SoundCloud. Beloved, beloved, beloved. And since we're giving shout outs, I might as well give a big shout out to my homeboy, Dale Ruff, who just got out of prison. Dale Ruff, welcome back home, Daddy. All right, so before we go around the room, let me tell you what's Poppington on the land. Liz Nathaniel, to you. So we're gonna do some of this news. A little segment we like to call You May Have, because you may have heard it and you may have not. Then we're going to break y'all off with the Hook 'em on Hookup. This is where we hook your ass up with a job lead. Come and get it, you mangy cats. And then we're gonna have an open forum with our little romance advice. Yes, and I'm looking around the room. Everyone seems to know something about relationships.
Qualified. This is a qualified group right here.
I mean, Derek got a new haircut and he got that partial George Clooney bang with a little bounce in it. And then we're gonna go into Ayo What Man, Derek Slay. Oh my goodness, I was doing so good. Derek Slay Live segment where we break y'all off with some knowledge. The number to call in is 312-985-7834. Once again, that number is 312-985-7834. Talk about whatever you want to talk about, or talk about what we're talking about, as long as it's something to talk about. Let's go around the room and see who we got in here. Who we got in the room?
Amy Nico Schwartz. Good morning.
Trey Bebe.
And this is Derek Schleland right here, too.
And And I am Warren Phoenix Johnson. The correct pronunciation of my name, Derek, or anybody else?
Big Bad Warren Phoenix Johnson.
You guys like that shit? You like this game?
And now that we have expedited all the business at the top, we can talk about whatever we want right here at the bottom. Anybody got anything they want to talk about?
Nope.
There's a dog in the room.
Oh yeah,
There's a dog in the room.
my baby's here. Tiger. This is Tiger O'Brien. Woof.
He heard his name. He just got up.
I don't have any children or animal or human. So again, the number to call in is 312-985-7834. Talk some shiz Nathaniel with the bastards. And if you ain't got nothing to talk about, then listen to what's about to happen right here. Derek is about to hit y'all off. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. That's Q4 Radio. Derek, break them off.
We used to hang in Cabrini Green. It was all love, everyone would bring the green. And 211 by the 4-pack. We used to be on the 10th, cause the roof was the 11th floor black. You could see Navy Pier where rappers would battle to see who's better. We stayed recording, getting drunk up in the keggers until the cops ran in and broke up the keggers. Freestyling till my vocal cords turned into leather. And still flowing though when I was hoarse. Still blowing it though on the porch. Broke, still blowing though on the source. Or just still up about the stores. Book bag, cargo pants, button ups and Timbos. Goggles, Walkman, marching to a tempo. We was all obsessed with rapping. Speed through life with seatbelts and fasten. So much would happen all in the day. I always ate tacos from Alley and Day. I remember saying to get signed, I can't wait. Drug through my team name up on the wall and spray paint. If you knew me then, you say, Phoenix, you changed. It's been a while since I formed a group in the image of Wu-Tang. In a new place, new clothes, even a new name. Up rap, that dream to stay dead on the south side. I'm in the house of reality, leave fantasies outside. And I'm gonna leave behind grief and misery. Now it's just me, the stretch beat in this high gravity. All that together is bringing back memories. Bringing back memories. I remember coming across the drum. I remember
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved Gang, baby.
Ooh, beloved gang. All day, all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our news segment, a little segment we like to call You May Have, because you may have heard it and you may have not. Leading us off like a racehorse out of the gate, headed to the finish line is Trey Bebe. Trey Bebe.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
I've got a story straight from BBC World News, and it's quite fishy. 40-year-old
Pun coming.
Avery Ningmen Young was found guilty on Tuesday of common assault by the West Coulon Magistracy for the attack which took place last year. He threw a tuna sandwich at the territory's former leader, Kai Lung, it's been reported.
So wait, this is in China?
Yes,
Okay.
Hong Kong, China.
Hong Kong, all right.
Wait, it was assault with a tuna fish sandwich?
It was. And this was to show his dissatisfaction with the government.
My man.
He was out of school.
Oh!
Thank you very much. Bing bong.
Yeah, here we go. How many fish puns can we get?
I'm like, it had to be tuna though. Like, that's stinky.
True.
Yeah, well, he was trying to, tip the scale of assault. Scales. Thank you. All right, fine.
Nice one.
It's a soft sandwich, though,
Yeah, was it on like a hard roll or what?
Oh, yeah. What kind of bread?
So that's a great question. He says he's hoping to do an experiment and buy 1,000 sandwiches to see how much they will hurt when thrown at a person.
Tuna for what?
And he also says that this sentence will not work on him. And they're outraged in expressing their huge outrage that this one sandwich could be worth 3 weeks in prison. So,
oh my gosh.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
In
for
Hong
some
Kong
tuna
prison?
In the face.
3 weeks in Hong Kong prison is like 2 months in regular jail here.
They only serve dogs to eat there, too.
Whoa. Is that true?
Real?
I made that up.
All right, moving right along.
Okay.
Let's gloss over that one.
You want to go next?
As long as they're not hard, I invite people to throw sandwiches at me. If I'm smooth enough to catch one, like I bet I would be quick enough to catch
Free
a sandwich.
And we're
yeah,
talking-
just like boom. As long as it's not like hasn't been like left out, like a fresh made sandwich, a little bit of lettuce and tomato.
We're talking unwrapped on date night. You are down for a sandwich thrown at you while you're walking in to see a picture show with your lady friend. All right, and we're not talking about some skifuza. We're talking about your lady friend.
As long as I don't have like popcorn and soda in my hands, like
No, there are no stipulations, Daddy. All right,
You don't know when it's coming.
I'm just thinking of the ideal situation to have a sandwich thrown at me, like.
No. We're talking about an unideal situation, okay? And we're talking about a sandwich you don't want, okay? Bologna with gorgonzola, okay, with just relish, no mayo.
Oh man, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
On soft bread.
Yeah, how you like that
Soggy
now?
Wonder Bread.
Yeah, come on
No,
now.
thank you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, eat your heart out.
He added that he felt deeply honored to be able to speak out for Hong Kong's underprivileged, claiming that the incident had brought light to the some 4 in 10 elderly people who live in poverty in the region.
So he couldn't have just given them the sandwich?
I guess, right. No,
The
he
poor
says
people didn't.
A sandwich could be a luxury item for them. He's just like making excuses for his behavior, but
I'm all for throwing harmful things at people that probably deserve it. Who knows? I mean, if this guy was a politician, like I think every politician needs to be aware that they could have a sandwich or a food item thrown at them at any they just need to be checked like that sometimes. Just like across the board, politicians, be careful. You could get a donut or a drink. A drink is something you can get thrown at you. I think a lot of people go around with this attitude like they're above getting a drink thrown at them. And as long as it's not harmful, it's not like a heavy, deadly object. This can happen. But
like George W. did.
yeah, right. I remember. Yeah, there was a time in the '90s where I think there was this like early internet group that was all about hitting world leaders and public figures with pies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they hit Newt Gingrich at my alma mater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, all right.
Hallowed institution. I'd be proud of that. Yeah, but
Threw a fish sandwich and asked, was he finished? Give it to me.
Hey,
swimming on over with these jokes.
Give it to me.
where's the beef? That's what I say.
Oh.
In the Chinese prisons. Okay, so on some interesting law news, Honolulu has become the first major American city to outlaw phone zombies, pedestrians crossing the road while distracted by a mobile device.
All right.
However, they're still allowed to talk on the phone. So this distracted walking law means that even taking a glance at your device on a crossing street could cost you $15 to $35. Repeat offenders, $99.
Yes.
My question is, will it be an actual human on foot ticketing them or some facial recognition technology?
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten 4 tickets from red light and speeding cameras in the last month, and I hate how I wasn't even able to try and talk myself out of it. So I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can go to jail for this too out there. Like they got tickets, but like, can you go to jail for it? Can you like be a con?
doing it.
Like, can you be a con for
Like-
text messaging being taken
Yeah,
out of
like-
context?
Oh.
Who had the energy drink?
On fire. That's a good question. So this just got passed, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go down, like if they get thrown in prison or not. But apparently Honolulu, the capital of Hawaii, holds the unfortunate distinction of being a city where more pedestrians than usual are getting hit on crosswalks. So I felt like, oh, this law makes sense. But then I
Sure.
dug a little deeper and found that the largest demographic of victims there are in fact senior citizens.
Oh.
Who I just have a little hunch here probably aren't getting hit because they're updating their Instagram or finding the perfect emoji.
You never know.
Yeah, probably.
To me, the bigger problem is unclear pedestrian walkways, like how in Chicago there's unclear bike paths, and of course distracted drivers and pedestrians everywhere, which is
Are the drivers on their
terrifying.
phones too?
Always.
Always.
Unfortunately, it's just the day and age we live in. So I don't know. I'm just not sure that laws for common sense is the answer. What do you guys think?
I support it. I have yuppies in my neighborhood zombie walking all over the
Yeah.
place, then giving me the stank eye. I would love to see them get a ticket. That would be amazing.
I think maybe not. I don't know if a ticket is necessary, but if you get hit and it's determined that you were on your phone walking across the crosswalk, you ought to have no ability to like sue the driver or something like that. So maybe it like
Ooh, I don't know if
negates
I
your
support
case.
that.
I like that.
I don't know.
Getting hit.
Or I'd rather pay, $15. It almost seems too light. No, I don't know. Too lenient.
I don't know. Getting hit by a car in Honolulu is one way to get laid. Oh, who's back, baby? Because they wear lace. Anybody?
I was thinking laid out. you know.
Yeah, but I was doing it.
that's
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking like
Lay's.
the
maybe
pun.
you'd be attracted by
And
the
then they
person that
eat some
hate you,
Lay's
and then
chips.
you guys would go home together.
No. Did you guys go to Improv Olympic for your improv? No? Am I the only one here?
I'm a
where I went.
natural born talent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Never mind. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say. I
no.
was about to say something really ignorant to you, but I stopped myself.
Moving
Stop
on.
it. Yeah.
Amy, did you have something over there?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I think old people could be updating their Facebook crossing the street. I think it's possible.
Senior citizens?
Old people love Facebook, is what I found recently.
But I mean, senior citizens, that's above 65, right?
yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, they
You
probably
know
have,
some pretty cool old people.
they love their Facebook, man.
They sending you the pics, them young. I'm
They'd
not
be
even.
stalking me.
They be on it.
These senior citizens are just sexting all through the crosswalks.
No.
Wait till I take my teeth out. You gonna know what I'm about. They call me Gummy Bear.
You're gonna pay in hell? You're gonna pay in hell?
But why do you think it's senior citizens, though? Like, 'cause
Do they-
they're
yeah.
They're not
old?
jumping out the way quick enough.
Right?
Yeah, that too.
They have
And
old
taking
people
longer.
problems.
Maybe they can't hear as well
Oh.
or see as well. Like, you know,
Maybe the crosswalks don't go long enough. They can't make it across.
maybe.
Did you have
Sad.
news over there, Amy?
We're getting too into this. It's getting,
Yeah.
all right. Okay. So I'll give you my news that I found my favorite story this week. According to HuffPost, a mom in Wisconsin allegedly drove a minivan with her kiddie pool and son on top of the minivan.
Wow.
Yeah, she claims that her father let her do this type of thing when she was a child. So totally acceptable.
It's the circle of life.
Yeah, she claims the child wasn't up there very long, maybe 20 to 30 seconds tops.
Just enough to get hit.
Those minivans go to
Old
0 to
person.
60 in, how long? 8 seconds.
Schmunk is her name. She allegedly told authorities.
Wait, Schmunk?
Her name is Schmunk, yes. She told authorities she didn't have room for the kiddie pool in the car, in the minivan. So she had to put it on top, and the child had to hold it down.
So she teen wolfed her child.
She teen wolfed it.
Okay.
But she added a pool into the mix.
Right.
Yeah, Teen Wolf pool party on the roof.
These kids come in handy sometimes.
She's due in court November 14th. She could face up to 5 years in prison.
5 years?
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Just because your parents used to do it don't mean you should do it.
Right?
My daddy used to make fun about how it was a mistake all the time. And I would never do that to my child.
Right.
I don't give a damn how good his comedy is. Like,
Yeah,
that's just not cute.
How is his act going anyway?
My dad?
Your son.
Oh, my son? I don't have one.
Oh, no. I thought.
But my dad would be Quality. My dad would be like, I say, Dad, I don't have a brother. He goes, that you know of.
Oh.
Wow.
Like, he would say things like that.
Psychological warfare.
He would bite out of my burger and his wife's burger, my stepmom's burger. And then he'd be like, Dad, so why you bite out of my food? He goes, they got yours too? I would never do that to my child. I would never do that. Not for a damn joke. So the message here is, like, just because your daddy did it don't mean you're supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy parenting out there.
My dad stayed sober a lot. I'm not going to do that if I have a child. No. Daddy got to have his happy juice. Daddy got to have his, oops, I got a child juice.
God does not like ugly, man.
Was the kid, though, on top of the car flinging tuna sandwiches at people?
I don't think so.
I mean, 5 years in prison? That's intense.
Yeah.
But also really stupid of her.
I think that's the max she could get. So, I
she'll
don't
probably
know
get
what the
a,
minimum would be.
community service
Was
or
the
something.
pool full, though? And was the kid, like, floating on a raft? I want details. Like, that sounds kind of fun.
Empty pool.
Full.
Was
Dangerous.
it inflatable pool or like just a little plastic
It was
one?
a plastic pool.
Okay. And so she's like using her child where rope would do.
Yeah, basically. She was like, this child would be some good rope.
Child, yeah. Kids are kind of like rope.
What'd you do? I shake somebody. What you do? I sold heroin. What you do? I put my kid in a pool above the van. They're going to beat the crap out of her. She's going to get beaten. She's going to have a real rough time. Judge, go lenient on this lady.
Got it!
All right. You got anything else over there, Sister Schwartz?
Well, it's Day of the Dead, so happy Dia de los Muertos.
Los Muertos!
Yeah, All Souls Day. For all those Christians out there, it's the All Souls Day, the old Day of the Dead. So celebrate.
Yeah, live it up while you can.
Celebrate. Yep. Pour out some liquor.
Oh, okay, Tupac. Derek, you ready for this? Let me hear you go! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my part of the news. Now, this is very hard-hitting news. This is very critically disclaimed news, controversial news. And I don't go to any news source, don't know. I don't go to CNN. I don't go to MSNBC. I don't go to ABCDEFG. I go to one place and one place only, and that's WorldStarHipHop.com. WorldStar! Let's get into it. A man is caught on camera telling his side piece they can smash at his girlfriend's crib. Now on camera he says, they ain't my kids, I'm just with her for the tax money. Little did he know, he was about to get that ass taxed. Now he further describes the relationship saying she ain't gonna know, we can freak in her bed. That's when the baby mama or the girlfriend crashes in stating, you ain't gonna freak in my bed. He replies, what is you talking about? First of all, watch the double negatives, buddy. All right. She then proceeds to beat him with a belt. He was grounded. No coochie or self-respect as long as this video is viral, ladies and gentlemen. That is a new millennium punishment. His terabytes got terabitten. That's what your ass get out here trying to cheat. You got caught on cam.
Double dumbass on you!
Now in Tennessee, during a White Lives Matter rally, Michael Hill was attempting to deliver his message. Then counter-protesters began playing La Bamba over here. That's right. His message was lost in Caliente Musica. La 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 la. shut your ass up. Why is racism still happening? R.I.P. Richie Valens.
You want to get nuts? Come on.
I'm sure he's
very muy auténtico, Warren.
Gracias, way. All right, moving right along. A man pours Hennessy into a cup for his dog. The dog likes it a lot. The dog is later seen cradling the entire bottle of Hennessy, licking the outside of the bottle. Adding to his list of commands, don't kill all the bottle and hold my car keys.
Why do you think Tiger's passed out on the floor right now? He's had a rough Halloween and Day of the Dead.
I don't know what you do with that dog. Don't incriminate yourself. All right.
Dogs will drink alcohol if they get a taste for it. This is a thing.
My dog likes a little secondhand. You know what I'm saying?
Secondhand. Are you bird vomit feeding? What's happening?
Illegal weed, of course.
I don't know anything about this. I am a law-abiding citizen. I drink water and warm milk before I go to bed. That's not. All right.
Try to set us up.
Word up.
So pure.
A man gets a lap dance from his girlfriend while in the hospital. It's part of a new clinical trial. Now you've heard of mouth to mouth. This was schlong to ass resuscitation. It seems as if he got better. Moving right along.
Did he have any broken bones?
Oh.
No, he denied. No, he seemed as if everything was boning. So anyway.
What?
I don't know. I was doing so good. You just threw me for a loop.
I'm sorry.
You just threw me all out.
Stick and move, Warren. You got whoo whoo.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You know,
Stick and move.
Hey, man. Okay, all right. Bones from Star Trek. That's as far as I can do with bones.
Damn it, Jim. He's a doctor. There's
Did something grow under his scrubs?
Your bone density is back to normal, sir.
See, that's what I was looking for. Your bone density.
Bone density.
Yeah, there we go.
There's an osteoporosis joke to be made.
Somewhere. There's something. Oh, my goodness. All right. Because I can't think of the medical joke that I'm trying to come up with. It's like a bone transplant thing, bone marrow joke in there, whatever.
He's off the Viagra now, folks.
Well, that wasn't what I was looking for. All right. A man is recorded at a cow farm whipping a cow. At one point, he whips the cow with a little whipper, I guess you would call it.
A whip?
No, it wasn't a whip. It was like one of those sex toy whips.
Oh, like a crop?
Yeah, something. Okay. Oh, you know all the lingo, don't you?
Yeah.
You're a little slut monkey freak.
Just a little commercially available riding crop, which
one can find at your local store on Belmont, 351 West Belmont. All right, no, don't go there. So he is whipping a belt, but then another cow gives him a drop kick for his actions. That's right. You don't need to have your butt cheeks on the wheel to get a bum steer. He stood up for
steer.
Bum steer. Yes.
Steer.
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, wheel steer. You just gonna pick a pattern on my podcast?
No, go, keep going.
All right, I write this crap. I shouldn't admit that. All right, and lastly, on documented idiocy.
My favorite.
A guy catfishes a girl. And he asked her, why isn't he getting any Tinder matches? Now, he portrayed himself as a male model. Chico Francisco Lechowski is the male model he portrayed himself. But he showed up looking like not a male model. He claims to have a 10 out of 10 personality on a scale of sociopath. Now, this catfish must have been on catnip if he thought this was going to get him anyway. I swear, ladies.
Oh, man. I saw that video, too. You played it. Everyone should look this up. And I got a message for this guy.
What is that?
Come at me, bro. I see you. You got a 10 out of 10 personality. I'm going to 10 out of 10 put you down for the count of 10 right now. Because this guy was just like a little, God, I wish you could hear this voice. It was just the most like whiny, like, no, but you thought, you clicked on me because you thought I was a model. It's all about looks. But no, you're lying to me. You're lying to me. Blah, blah, blah.
Like, what is she supposed to do? Yeah. Like, see him and
sees a good-looking guy on Tinder, hits, yes, I would like to meet him. And he's like, yeah, let's meet.
And then this
shows up like, you're lying. You're crazy.
Right.
Like, what
you are a 10 out of 10 sociopath, and you deserve to get knocked out for a 10 count. Come find me, dude. You're going down.
You should see Amy's face. Amy got the constipated face. It look like she's trying to push it out, but it don't want to go. She's like,
it's like, how do they think that's gonna work? That's what. Like, oh, you have a good point.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Lied lied to me and tricked me, but this society puts too much on looks. I'm gonna go out with you, liar weirdo. I don't know who you are or what's happening here.
Seriously though, like, what did he think was gonna happen? That she was gonna see him and just be like, oh,
see the light,
right?
Yeah.
Your personality is amazing. Let's go screw in the bathroom.
I really like the part about you being a liar. That's like a great part of your personality.
I'll start this off like that. And this goes to show you that catfish crap, something like that TV show, is not true. Like, people will show up and see somebody that's not who they were intended to see, and they're gonna be like, no, you're lying. What else are you lying about? You know what I mean? Is your cockacoochie. Like, we don't know what's happening. You don't know what's going on there. Do you crap out of your mouth and pee out of your butt? Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
The statute of limitations are endless. There are no statute of limitations there.
There's no references. You don't know what you're getting into.
Okay? Be warned out there, all you daters of the internet.
Yeah, we gotta. This is this is love advice for everybody.
Before we even get there. Okay,
just
this is news.
Be careful. Yeah, this is news. News bulletin.
News bulletin.
You can't necessarily trust people that you meet on the internet.
Yeah.
That person you just swiped on, who you thought was a handsome male model, may be an old man with his schlong out. You don't know. You don't know.
You don't know.
You know.
You might get a tuna sandwich thrown at you. You show up someplace, someone agrees to meet you.
Okay, all right. Or somebody could show up smelling like tuna fish sandwich. You don't know. Okay, be warned, y'all. Be forewarned and be armed.
The background check is worth the money.
Okay, and that is
Respect.
that has been our news. I don't know if y'all heard Tracy's piece of news. Tracy, you want to repeat that for the people?
We was talking about tuna, and I just wanted to say, keep your coochies clean, ladies.
Now, you know,
You want to get nuts?
And
Come
guys,
on.
keep clean as well, obviously.
yeah, I was about to say, don't generalize.
yeah.
Don't generalize. Like, men's peenies could smell like tuna.
Tuna, okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
interesting.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Learn something new every day.
My
All right, they drop their drawers and it smell like the shed aquarium. You don't know what's going on. All right, that will close out our news segment. A little segment we like to call You May Have. Because you may have heard it and you may have not. Coming up later on will be the Huck-a-Line Hookup, where we hook your ass up with a job lead. Come and get it, you mangy cats.
Once again, the number to call, 312
985-7834. Once again, that number is
312-985-7834. Somebody call us.
Talk some shiz, Nathaniel, with the bastards.
Misrepresent yourself on the phone, not in picture form. Call us up.
Yes, call us if your ass don't smell like the shed aquarium. If you don't call,
it's over the phone, so call if it does, right?
If you don't call, we're assuming that your booty is leaking whale
And that is not something you want to have us hang on you as a person.
Okay, your booty is leaking whale stench if you don't call in. Enjoy that. All right, we're gonna jump into some of this music. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Derek, break us off. Dale Ruff is free.
Unpurse those lips and unpop that hip. You know my life is 85% showbiz, and it's hard to stay career focused. Bringing up the rear, holding your doors open. And that's not trying to disparage you. It's just tonight I'm trying to hit an open mic or two, and I know I got guaranteed love from you. So it must seem cruel when I do what I gotta do. All for a creative pursuit. Stay at bars till 2 to see if strangers think I'm valuable. But let's agree to work on it, cause I ain't trying to be the honeybee in your bonnet. I know my life goals are weird, girl, honest, but if you don't mind a bumpy ride, then I'm your flight, come on and get on it. Fly the friendly skies until years from now. Stay together, girl, in a year, never coming down.
Bring it down a couple notches and slow up. Why you talking like we gon' break up? We
we've been down this path before, and you know we gon' make up. When we got together, told you how I live. Working day shows at night, show biz. You said you're cool with it, show did. Baby. But now you switch your story, wanting me to say I'm sorry, cause I spent my next performance saving up for California. Yeah, I'm always gone touring, life with me is never boring. But this the love you chose. Yeah, right now I'm broke and always on the road. I know you're home alone, wanting me to do more. Eventually I'll provide for you, believe in me and I got you. But first I gotta pay my dues.
Why you out so late, baby?
Man, it's my job.
I'm home alone, going crazy. Cause you work so hard, but you're lazy on your lady, baby. Lazy on your lady.
You know I wasn't lying when I said Quiero date her. No hablo inglés, let me get you a translator. Thought it would be better when I stopped being a waiter. Now working in showbiz, I'm feeling like a traitor. Every night you're getting home later and later. I guess that's just what happens when you're working in theater. Don't be a hater, cause the hater's gonna hate her. Just ask Taylor Swift, yo, I just Kanye'd her. First the was easy, I was green, mossy. Then the stone is rolling, getting polished, glossy. Dancing around the situation, Fossy. Nowadays consists of Frozen Jackson, Carlo Rossi. But wait, I ain't trying to say the spark was lossy or make it sound like my girl is bossy. Although sometimes it stings, you Betsy and it rings. We're like a night with 50 cent wings. Saucy.
Why you out so late, baby? I'm home alone, going crazy. Cause you work so hard daily, but you're lazy on your lady, baby. Lazy on your lady. I quit.
If you don't know, now you do. You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Ooh, beloved gang. All day, all day.
I can feel your heart beating. I can feel your heart beating. Is it beating for me? Tell me what you believe in. Tell me what you've been dreaming. And is it of me? Beat it, beat it. Ain't the real, then I don't need it.
I've been patient, I've been making me better. I've been waiting, I've been writing you letters. I feel like old boy locked in the room, looking through a screen at pictures of you, wondering what did I do to earn the isolation? Is this the type of sacrifice that's required for greatness? Or would my life be better told by Spike Lee? Is the exact same truth? Pain is painless, it's numbness, it's tough taking. Eyes vacant, never mind. Nerve on them, never mind. In a league of his own, like Kurt Coe, but I'll never die.
I can feel your heart beating. I can feel your heart beating. Is it beating for me? Tell me what you believe in. Tell me what you've been dreaming. And is it of me? I hope someday to change my name for you. If you're out there, I'm right around your corner, baby. Touching you, holding you, touching you. Etching us upon the streets, whispering sweet nothings in your teeth. Tasting you, erasing all your worries and your cares. Touching you, holding you, touching you. I can feel you holding you, touching you, holding you. I can feel you holding you, touching you. I can feel your heartbeat, touching you, holding you. I can feel it, I can feel your heart beating. I can feel your heart beating. Is it beating for me? Tell me what you believe in. Tell me what you've been dreaming. Tell me what you and is it up?
All right, we got a call. You're on the air. Please keep it clean. Caller, you're on. Please keep it clean.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
What's poppin' with you, Daddy?
What's up?
What the deal now, Wody?
Oh man, you know every black person got a horrible phone on the radio. I got a delay. What's up?
Oh, nothing out here thugging it, holding it down. Is this John?
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hear you. Yeah, like earlobes, Daddy. I got you in the pocket.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Now, John, you run that Black and Funny Festival out there in Minneapolis.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, that was a good time, dog. I had a good time out there. Pimp Rock performed. Yeah, and then we did those. I did that. What was it? Improv Gladiators.
Yeah, some kind of like Canadian theater sports. It was fun. Some kind of mashup comedy sports meets the streets meets. I don't know. It was fun. Yeah.
And our team won. And we had what's your man name who never did improv before?
Trevor.
Trevor. Yeah.
Trevor Wade.
Trevor Wade.
He was
T-Wade.
lit.
Oh man, he was off the hook. This dude was jumping around and gyrating. I don't know what the hell was going on with him. And then we did that musical at the end.
Yep. We did the musical. Yeah. I want to talk about Trevor Wade though. He brought the A-Town Stomp back.
Yeah,
and then he did that in every scene.
Every scene, this dude would not stop doing the A-Town Stomp. You'd be like, hey, what's up, Roger? And he'll boom, boom, A-Town Stomp. Hey, Dad, what's going on? Boom, boom, A-Town Stomp. That's what happens when your ass don't go to improv classes.
Listen to each other.
Right? I could get up there and do it. I got one laugh, and I'm gonna ride this bad boy out like Paul Revere.
Yeah.
So what's
that one trick? What's up?
What's going on with you though, John?
Well, right now, just planning the third festival. That's going to be 3 days. It's going to be bigger, blacker, and just working, man. Just like getting everybody woke, having a good time.
So I'm not invited then?
This Caucasian lady asked was she invited. She asked.
White.
Yeah.
I'm really pale.
Well, of course. Yes, white lady. Yes, you are.
Okay.
Anytime.
Black and Funny Festival?
Mm-hmm.
What if I'm not either of those?
Derek said, what if he's not either of those?
Okay. Well, then, Warren, I'm going to need the white people to, like, talk to you, and then you translate to me whatever they're saying. I can't really pick up white right now. I want to, but
I speak fluent. I speak fluent Caucasian.
Okay, great. Thank you. Well, just tell them to support it any way they can. $1 or just spread the word. They can take workshops. They definitely can see the shows. And it's about Pan-African people being on stage. And then the mission is to let black people know that they can do improv and be good at it. That's plain and simple. And pretty much, our joy is our resistance. And right now, we got to stay firm and just do that.
Okay, so let me translate that for the white people in the room.
Okay.
Y'all can come drop your money for the black people doing the funny.
Hell yeah.
and all of the black people need to understand that improv is not just for white people, it's for everybody to enjoy.
A-Town Stomp.
And then
A-Town Stomp.
A-Town Stomp. Okay, in closing, John is saying popular dance move from circa early 2000s.
I like this. I like this a lot, Warren. This is a great idea.
But you hear Derek's white man voice. I'm offended by Derek's white guy voice. Your white guy voice is not.
My ribs cave in. I'm uncomfortable.
Right? Okay. It is not an accurate depiction of the white culture. And I have you cease and desist, Mister.
I want to call
Warren, come on
him. I'm uncomfortable.
Right? too.
I'm sorry.
Oh, all right. John, did you hear any of the earlier of the show? Some of the stuff we were talking about: tuna fish sandwiches, people body smelling like shit aquariums.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Missed out. You really missed out.
Yeah, make sure to
The
tune in.
summary, I bet, is close though, because that's a great summary.
Well, these are current events, baby. This is the news. All right, John, we have to let you go and jump back into more of this music.
Okay.
Thanks for
Do you have
calling
a
in.
website we can go to
yeah,
or whatever?
Yeah, plug your website.
Yeah, just anything Black and Funny Improv Festival, or you can go to Blackout Improv. It's a all black improv group. I also want to say my sister Ashanti, she's in Blackout Improv. She's coming to Chicago this weekend, and she's going to do the Armando and Tell Story with Stacy
Smith.
Yes.
Stacy,
Yep.
wait. Stacy Smith is in Chicago this weekend.
I believe so. Otherwise, the show that she's running, she may not be in Chicago, but the show that she runs,
So
Ashanti will be there.
So Ashanti is going to be up here, is what you're saying?
Yes, sir. And I can link you just see if you
Yeah.
if you're around.
Yeah, hook it up. She was hilarious. She's a
Yeah.
sensational talent. Yeah.
Yeah. You understand that, white people? You understand what that means?
I understand blacking out.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hang up before I get another witty comment.
Another witty comment. John, thank you very much, and I really appreciate you
All right,
not only calling
All
in,
right.
but doing the work that you're doing. It's much needed in the culture, and thank you for contributing.
Oh, thanks, man. All right, y'all stay up.
All right, for sure.
thank
You
you.
too, Daddy.
Peace.
Water. Now we're about to break y'all off with a little more. Derek, hit him off, Daddy. There's a link, q4.org. You can go to q4.org and you can hear everything that's happening on your mobile device.
That's QUE and the number 4.
Yeah, QUE number 4.org.
Let me write it down.
Who is this?
This is Kathy, Amy's mother.
Oh, Kathy, what's
Kathy.
up? What's up, baby?
Hi, Kathy.
Kathy, you are our second caller of the day. You win free tickets to Pimprov Chicago.
Oh, gee.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay, tell me what do I go to now? To
QUE, the number 4.org.
QUE number 4.org.
And that's all one thing, QUE4.org.
You recognize that voice?
Okay.
Did you recognize that voice? That's your little Amy. That's your little Amy.
Yes.
That's your baby.
I do.
We love having her.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any advice for Amy while we're here?
No, just keep moving on.
Where-
Ladies and gentlemen, the sweet sounds of T.I. playing in the background means it's time for the Huck 'em on hookup. That's where we hook your ass up with a job lead. Come and get it, you mangy cats.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now these jobs aren't just for people who enjoy tuna fish or whose bodies smell like the Shed Aquarium. No. These jobs aren't just for people who are cheating on their girlfriends while the girlfriend recording them. These jobs are not just for whatever Amy's story was, insert callback. No. Who are these jobs for? Everyone! I'm sorry, Derek. Are these jobs for little Wody down the street, Big Joe
I don't think
the
so.
block, little Daddy around the corner, just solely for those people, right?
Not just for them.
No, not for them. Who are they voting? Everyone! Now hold the phone. The jury's not out, as Trey Bebe once said. These jobs are not just for people who have pets. These jobs are not just for people who can read. These, well, hell, they probably are for people.
You need to be able to read.
You got to be able to be at least literate.
Literacy is a prerequisite for any of these jobs.
Partially literate. No. Who are these jobs for? Everyone! Oh, word to Gary Oldman. So here we are at the Huck 'em on hookup where we hook your ass up with a job lead. And interestingly enough, I am on the Huck 'em on thread, or Hakimian, because that's our government name, on the thread right now. And I promise you, I am insanely prepared. I was not up late last night watching Stranger Things and chain smoking. Not at all. So this job is the look aside. Oh dear. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Great. Wow, Warren, this sounds like a fantastic opportunity. How do I sign up?
Well, I guess you have to log into Facebook because that is not available right now. Believe it or not. No, I am.
Wow, it sounds complicated.
No, apparently you have to sign into Facebook
to apply
to apply to this hookup, and I'm actually already signed into Facebook. But don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into look aside's job leads, and
this is real time job lead right here.
It really is, and I am absolutely failing currently. I am failing. So I got.
We'll do it live.
So we had a thing, but apparently I'm going to find something much different. So, ladies and gentlemen, BioCentury Inc. They are hiring a science staff writer. That's right. Now this isn't the Huck 'em on hookup. This is the Phoenix hookup.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
Wow, was that a sound sting that I didn't know I had and I just accidentally played because it was so authentic?
She was so pleased with herself. Her face got red. Start leaning back. All right. BioCentury's database group has a full-time opening for a biopharma science staff writer. Now, that means that the position requires at least an undergraduate degree in one of the following disciplines: life science, biology, business, finance, journalism, English, economics, or any of those related fields. Now, the candidate will be asked to demonstrate the ability to write clearly and accuracy to a deadline, demonstrate the ability to multitask and quickly prioritize work assignments, demonstrate the ability to research, write, manipulate data through knowledgeable use of online technologies, including Access as well as Microsoft as well.
Well, duh, that's easy.
Right? You have to demonstrate the ability to communicate effectively with information sources and colleagues in a professional manner. Now, mind you, the work environment is,
I was just handed something.
Handed a note.
You should say that. Don't you hate when somebody pass you they joke? Somebody just passed me. Say it would work so much better with you saying it. You would have killed that. All right.
You used to be good.
Have some faith in yourself. I believe in you. We all do. All right, let's move along here. So, finally, all BioCentury employees are obligated to meet the highest standards with respect to accuracy, conflict of interest, intellectual property rights, slander, confidentiality, and respect for information sources and readers. Interested applicants must send both a cover letter and resume to... Damn it. Oh my God, we just did all of that.
Mucking with a G here, pal.
Wow.
Compensation and benefits can be commiserated with experience. Wait a minute. Get the hell out of here. No, wait. They don't have this.
This is the best one we've ever done.
This is the worst one we have ever done. So, hey, guys, send your resume and cover letter to we don't know where the hell.
Send them to us.
No, this is some bullshit.
Is there a link?
No, there's not even a freaking link. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shiley Hakimian's fault. Blame her, find her.
No, don't.
Try to set us up.
No, man, this is some bullshit. Because the last one she sent me was like, yeah, this is on the low. And I didn't realize that this was like a job on the low that she was sending me. And so now, no, this is crap. No, we're going to find where you send this to, y'all. No.
If it takes all day.
If it takes this entire segment.
Bastards all day.
See how good that was? No, so yeah, you did. You did awesome. Yeah, all right, you know what? How about this? How about a completely different job?
I like it. Do it.
I put people on, understand? The streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Principal medical writer at Global Biopharma. Same place. Hey, look, $115,000 to $140,000 a year, y'all.
Whoa, commensurate with experience.
Right. So I'm not gonna tell you what you need to do. Just email Paige your cover letter and your resume. That is PAIGE at peoplewithchemistry.com. That is PAIGE at peoplewithchemistry.com. I would give you her number, but I don't think you're gonna.
You got all the pieces. The pieces are all laid out. You put the puzzle. If you can't solve that puzzle, I don't think you deserve $140,000 a year. So there we go.
Principal medical writer. Okay, their job overview is blah 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 blah. Insert Tracy's joke. Be related to Bill Nye. See, I made it work.
Yeah, I'm saying it's hard to be.
Thank you for doing that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for a very, very crappy job hookup. You got it someplace at some point. You're going to work somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up a little later will be our open form romance advice. Tune in and call in 312-985-7834.
Yeah, the phones are working, obviously. Amy's mom called in. Amy, your mom told me to tell you to wear a sweater and not eat so much Halloween candy.
Halloween candy? I wish I had.
But yeah, the phones are working. We got parental caring parents calling in. What about you? And I'm looking at you, anonymous listener. Dave. Call in 312-985-7834.
You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Derek, break us off. Ladies and gentlemen, we back on the land. Liz Nathaniel, to you. And it is time for our open relationship forum. Now, we vet questions on Facebook, and people send in their questions, and we try our best to figure this thing out. Our first question comes from Peter K. Beloved. Peter K says, I need alone time, but my girl doesn't like that. What should I do?
I need a long time?
I need alone time.
Stage 5 clinger, eh?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Stage 5? Oh. Wow.
I thought he said I need a long time. Like
maybe get her a hobby.
Respect.
Wow.
Get her some friends.
Yeah, I like alone time too. In relationships.
It's
pretty,
You need time together and time alone.
Absolutely.
Alone together. I wonder if he's talking about just like leave me alone in this side of the house for a little while, or like, what's the deal? Like, don't talk to me for 2 days and I'll see you when I see you.
Don't speak to me.
Don't speak.
I know
Never again.
This may be expensive, but I think he should either get a Build-A-Bear of himself, and let her snuggle with that. Hold on to that. Or
Build-A-Bear body pillow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So she can snuggle up on that right there. You know what I'm saying? Or she can get a cardboard cut. Now, this may be expensive, a cardboard cutout of him. So that way, when she perving on herself, she can look dead at a life-size body of him.
And he can like even record like little messages to go along with it, like,
Yeah.
"This is Peter, I love you."
Yeah.
That go off at random times, so it's like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
it feels like he's there the whole time, and you're just like waiting. You're you know.
Tons of selfies with the cardboard cutout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could just put a tablet on a cardboard box and Skype in, or like have his have like a looped video of his face. You know.
If she don't like her, if she has a problem with him not being there, right? I think these are viable answers for that.
Yeah, those are all totally perfectly respectable ways to go.
Completely not a 90s movie plot.
Yeah.
And as
What was that?
As Amy said a little earlier, maybe she just get a life. I don't know.
I feel like it's important to have individual time and then come together and be like, hey, I did this, and like be excited about sharing your life with each other outside of just that person. So yeah, basically get a hobby, like Amy said.
I like to individually follow the lady when she's leaving.
I noticed that.
Yeah. I like to.
What?
I like to hide in the bushes outside the crib.
Yeah, that was creepy.
That's my hobby.
Super creepy.
My hobby is stalking because I love so hard. All right.
Q4 is not responsible for the opinions of on-air personalities.
We've got a disclaimer that
We did. Yeah.
All right. Again, that number is 312-985-7834. So, moving right along. Zarek B asks, and another beloved, Zarek B asks, are any of y'all in relationships? Anybody in this room? Derek, you can't nod when you're on the radio. You gotta use your mouth. You gotta use your mouth, Daddy. That don't. Not like you've heard that before. Use your mouth, Derek. Use your mouth.
Whoa.
Respect.
Yes, I'm in a relationship. Amy?
Yes, I am as well. We got very formal.
I would like to announce that I am in a formal relationship.
Nice. Tracy? Tracy? There's a question asked here.
Whoa.
A lot of relationships, friendships.
I don't think that's what he's asking.
Other things.
Zarek, she's not going to answer your question.
I'm married. I'll put that.
Yeah,
out there.
Amy is, I
Tracy's
think, the
stalling.
only one in this room that is married. What do you do in a marriage to get alone time, or is it so crucial? Are you able to communicate that?
Well, there's time together, there's time apart. Like, I go out and do shows a lot of times on my own. Sometimes he goes out with his buds. Sometimes we go out together. We like to mix it up. I think it's important.
Sometimes he
Skype
hides
in?
in the bushes, right? Just to like take out your trash or bring you sandwiches, though, right?
Ooh, and see, someone hiding in the bush to bring me sandwiches, I would like. That would be like.
Yeah, right.
The nice side of
Like
stalking,
spin it
but doesn't
positive.
usually
Yeah, like
go that way.
why does stalking have to be so negative? Like,
Yeah, right?
Yeah, why aren't there friendly stalkers?
There's nothing wrong with a guy playing with his nipples as you walk out of your house unsuspectingly. All right, moving right along.
There is though.
Siobhan C. asked, how do you get over someone who doesn't seem interested?
Oh.
How do you do that?
Doesn't seem interested. So you're interested
Find
in
someone who
them.
is.
They seem like they're not into it.
Our homegirl, Emily Hawk, says what she does is she likes to think about the negative things.
That's right.
So
that was a good move. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything that you didn't like, you know what I mean? Like,
Focus on that.
Just be like, woo, dodged a bullet there.
yes.
Definitely.
Kind of
Yeah.
Right?
thing. Yeah.
Think about them on the toilet too.
It depends, though. If they looking sexy on the toilet,
I mean,
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean-
you're into that kind of thing. What if that's like,
I saw somebody peeing on the toilet this week. I was like, damn, baby. Get your pee
wow,
on.
okay. Very. Yeah. Amy's mom is calling back now.
she's changing the channel right now.
You can change. You can turn it off, Mom.
I think.
Yeah, hang up the phone, Mom. What?
I've actually, I sometimes in the past I've had situations where I liked someone and they like either ghosted out or kind of just said like, nah, sorry, not you. And it kind of hangs around a little bit. I think if you are realistic with yourself, it doesn't feel good to ever be just dropped by people. But as long as you didn't start something serious with them, you will just get over it in enough time. And you got the wide world of the internet and dating and pornography and whatever else you need to get you over that initial rejection. So stick to it. Usually give it a couple weeks. Drink, smoke, whatever you got to.
Oh my gosh, typical male advice.
What?
Oh,
We will not be doing
Get
any
it.
generalization of any kind. anymore on this
That's number
podcast.
2.
I would say watch Dirty Dancing like 15 times.
Dirty Dancing.
Eat a box of bonbons and watch Dirty Dancing and, get
eat
over
a lot
it.
of popcorn.
Is that typical female advice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe.
Play into whatever gender stereotype you want to. You're free to do whatever you'd like to get over it. If it means popcorn and white wine and, long distance phone calls because this is in the 80s somehow to your friends. Or if it's like get blackout drunk and, maybe please yourself a little bit too much on the internet. I think whatever you do to get over that hump, as long as you have healthy perspective on it, which...
Like numbing the feeling.
You can.
You
gotta
work out,
Yeah, or work out and eat right.
It attracts like a healthier person.
Treat yourself, Maybe take yourself out.
That's what I did, actually. I ended up working out a lot until one day I realized I looked like a completely different person than what I did look like.
Become someone else.
It's really easy. Just become someone else.
Not for anybody, though. For yourself.
My favorite thing to do
do
when I'm
that.
sad is skateboard, but now it's cold and not everybody skateboards. So that's like the worst. It's not general advice, but something similar.
No, go
you enjoy
skateboarding.
like
If you
that,
even if you never have, pick it up and you gotta shred it, dude, and just blow out Mom, Dad, get off my back. I gotta go skate.
You could also think about what that person loses by not having you.
There you go.
Oh, they're missing out.
Right? Derek had a piece of an adult answer. I'll give I'll give a little piece of one as well. I think you should focus on what that person has lost in you. You are a special individual. I mean, everybody's like a snowflake, right? Nobody's supposed to be the same. So
Except twins. No, just kidding.
Except twins. Yeah, like Arnold
Unless you have a twin and she likes your twin better than you.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. Exact same people.
No, but that's good advice. Yeah, think about what they're missing. They lose. They lose.
They do. And what you can bring to not only some other relationship, but what you can bring to yourself. You know what I mean? You can understand that you are not the person that needs to go looking for someone. Someone should find you on your time. And if it works like how it's supposed to work all organically, then that's what you should pursue. If it's not working, then don't waste your time. And, I don't know, masturbate. All right, so.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying too.
Yeah,
okay.
right. So, moving right along. I couldn't be all adult. Moving right along. Dan R. That is Dan Rawrig, Chore Boy Raps. Go check him out. Pity Party. We played it at the top of the hour, or at the top of the show. He wrote, I'm poor as hell, and I'm trying to dazzle a damsel with some sweep her off her feet behavior. How can I do it on the cheap?
Well, my favorite date spot is the Garfield Conservatory. It's free.
Lincoln Park Zoo.
Free.
The beach.
Free.
Before it turns winter.
Yeah, no, it's getting a little cold, but there's the indoor part of the zoo,
Guess
right?
you gotta keep each other warm, if you know what I'm saying.
She's talking about veiny pipage into musty freak hole.
No, do not.
Oh, Amy's mom's calling again. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of free stuff around. I think knowing Dan, he just gotta customize a smooth freestyle to spit for his lady, and maybe so go pick a bunch of flowers from somebody else's garden, show up outside her window and be like, yeah girl, I got this freestyle on, blah blah, pile on. I don't know, he's the one that does it good, not
Are
me.
we still doing this 80s theme?
Yeah.
John Cusack.
Basically behave like it's the 80s is what I'm advising everybody to do.
Yeah, don't be on your smartphone during the day. That's
behave like it's
there's definitely behaviors that don't cost something to turn something else on.
dazzle. You should try, Do 312, that website. They have a bunch of stuff, and they work in conjunction with Q4 on live events. They have a bunch of free events. You could totally act like you're in the know, when in actuality, it's a website that has a bunch of free events. And you could take your little shorty over there and then woo her like that. You know what I mean? And then also you could slide in some of that free drink and be like, boo, don't drink that trash. I got the flask. And then bam, y'all drinking, right? Y'all getting in Poppington. Then you go get on the red line, take her back to the crib, you feel me? And then as Tracy was saying earlier, slide veiny pipage into musty freak hole.
Put my name on
Yes! Shed Aquarium!
Do not put my name on there.
Yo, I got to put some respect on your name. Stop playing.
Put some respect on. Also, Dan knows all sorts of shows to go to that he's involved in that he could like easily get her free into a show, which already looks good. It's like, oh yeah, hey, baby, let me let you skip the line, baby. Oh yeah, let me get you in. And then he's up there like busting out rhymes like nylon, pylon, Cylon, and she watches him like be awesome on stage, and then it's just like pipage freak hole.
Yeah!
So there
Nylon, pylon, Cylon, dylon, musty, freak hole, veiny pipage.
Okay, but I'll say like
ABC.
That easy.
If you want a female perspective,
yes.
It's important to take initiative and plan something and let her know in advance, lock it down a time, and just be yourself. Do something like they were saying that would impress her, that's natural to you, like whatever your natural talents are, which sounds like rapping. So
it's true. Dudes with calendars and schedules and organizational skills.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's hot. It doesn't sound hot, but it's pretty hot.
Right. Thank you.
That or like a sweet Camaro in a leather jacket, right?
Talking about dudes with schedules like people that, I don't know, like organize radio shows and produce improv
You talking
shows
about
and things.
yourself?
Oh, what?
Oh, whoops.
Me? All right, let's close this thing out with the last question. Tirza asked, how soon do you, and shout out to Tirza, beloved, beloved, beloved. How soon do you talk with a new suitor about your past?
Ooh.
And I'm assuming your relationship past. How soon is it to talk to them? So you've been dating for I don't know how long. When can you be like, yeah, me and Dashiki used to do this, that, and the third, and I'm looking at Derek, you know, he likes his sisters. So
312-985-7834.
So how soon is it, guys, to talk to them about Dashiki?
I mean, it might depend on the person. I know that's not a real answer.
And like the situation, too, if it comes up because of something else that occurred, then if you want to talk about it to move beyond it. But I don't think you sit there and hash everything out unless it's like you have a baby with someone or like this person still like shows up and it's like dangerous or something. Like
they're
things
not
that she
rapping
should be aware
outside.
of.
They're rapping outside your window.
Yeah. If they're dangerous, immediately, right?
Yeah.
If there's some scorned person hanging around.
Yeah.
Or much like that guy from the story earlier, like if you were only with them for the tax, benefits. You got to bring up like, hey, I'm gonna get a check around January because of my ex, because I was claiming her kids. You should bring that up for sure.
Definitely.
That's not even past though. That's like the present.
Currently happening.
Right, but if he had been, estranged from that situation even by a few months, like that's something that she'll figure it out sooner. That'll come up.
Right.
I don't know.
It's pleasant if it wasn't brought up to her attention, though. If it's something that should be, I guess.
I generally, I kind of probably make the mistake of sometimes talking about stuff too early, but usually it's stuff that makes me not look bad. Like in the first date, I'm like, oh, I was wronged in XY relationship before, and I'm looking for something new. Like, oh, this girl cheated on me a long time ago, but I don't. Usually it's nothing like.
Does that work? Just curious.
I don't know. I generally try to be as honest as I can with most people, like as quickly as possible. And if it's part of the natural conversation, I'll bring it up and be like, oh, well, you know.
I feel like if you're an open person, that's showing who you are. So
right.
It's okay
So,
to be
It's good to communicate your standards of what you will and will not accept.
Right. But I think, even for things that may be even harder for you to bring up, even if you weren't at fault, but it's just more difficult stuff to talk about or like more fraught with like deeper problems that have happened in the past, that kind of stuff, I think you'll get to know whether that person will reject you or care about who you are for you. So like that takes a little time, and as long as they see, that you're okay, it's give it a little, don't spring that on the first date, but like you can talk about real problems after a while.
The first date. No.
Yeah, I feel like you can't bring up old relationships unless like it was said earlier, oh, this person was crazy and they tried to set me on fire, and you know who you are. Or you're gonna pay hell. You're gonna pay hell. I hope she does. So like, yeah, like you can talk about that, or even if you're like making fun of someone, or maybe somebody does something that reminds you of what that person used to do that you didn't like. Like me personally, I don't like being punched in the face. You know who you are. And
You
so,
gonna pay hell?
So like that's a thing. And I feel like also like you can't really, like, how comfortable are you bringing up these things before sliding veiny pipage into musty freak hole, or throbbing Polish into gushing love abyss, or mushroom lust stick into squirting orifice? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you need to do those things first, and then maybe you can
Amy's
be
mom is
comfortable with
writing an angry email to the station right now.
You know, and then maybe you can talk about those things.
I have stormed out.
Why? What? I didn't say anything wrong.
Yeah, technically you abided by all the standards of decency that the radio requires, except in spirit. You just spiritually violated all the radio standards.
Would you like? What? Was I not clear enough? Do you need me to elucidate? No? Okay.
Beyond
Okay,
repair.
great.
Beyond repair.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Try to set us up.
that will close out our open forum relationship segment. We are going to come back to you with the Ayo What Man. That is Derek Slayline's segment. And it's not trash talk, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
It's prophecy.
Baby cop gun money. Bonus life.
Bonus life.
One up. One up. One up.
Bonus life.
One up. One up. One up.
Bonus life.
Meager salaried, meandering Neanderthals. Y'all been living check to check. I ain't live off checks at all. Straight bonuses, straight boning chicks.
Yeah, tell me what you know about this. You don't know what donuts is till you pull up in the Dunkin's. Richest Trump is so delish. Look for generous a dish, and they make me love them. I order 12, but they give me a baker's dozen.
13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, and I'm running. Lucky numbers, I'm getting stacked.
Better yet, just add on some bonus racks. I'm charging these hoes attacks, contortionist acrobats, supporting my hacky sack, and you know what's after that. Just add up the math to that.
Make money like aftermath. I'm hungry like cattle have to be having 4 stomachs to stomach your boy. Mustn't be weak in the intestines. I've been tested, passed it with flying colors, infested. Get returns. One up. What up? One up.
Bonus life.
One up. What up? One up.
Bonus life.
How you use the same styles I do? Ken said to Ryu into flash kick Colonel Gaiju. Sonic boom Dazim Yoga Fayu. Chung Lee's inside a room plotting to swing Ninja Gaiden through one up your fighting moves in the streets of rage. You get consumed.
Swinging in like I'm Donkey Kong. Going strong, moving weight ain't nothing. I got chest muscles. Y'all say you run the streets, the earth rumble up in the jungle when I make them feel my beat. Put my feet to the pavement, red and border tie to make a statement. And if they get mad at them, I'ma throw a barrel at them. Yeah.
Living in peril like I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. My head's clogged, crossing the block, I'm like a dead frog. If only I had one more shot to get across.
Instead, my life is missed and I'm lost. Red pages, blue pages, both are a lie. All jokes aside, I could use another lie. One up. One up.
Bonus life.
One up. One up. One up.
Bonus life.
One up. What up? One up.
Bonus life.
One up. What up?
Bonus life.
Swagalicious portrays a charming youthful naivete in his wide-ranging reviews from fast food restaurants to Chase Banks that happened to be on his way home. But in his confession that Soulja Boy was his first concert, that leads me to believe that there is still hope for this young reviewer, and he can go on to lead a life unconcerned with the validation of strangers, if it weren't for the 977-pound elephant in the room. You like Soulja Boy. It's okay. I liked Vanilla Ice as a kid. We all grow up from liking terrible things, as hopefully the Swag Daddy will in the near future. But just as a butterfly flapping its wings can cause a hurricane, the Swag Dog has to be careful that his actions now don't dictate a disastrous course ahead. Namely, becoming a Yelper for life. Be careful, Swag Bro. You're dancing on a razor's edge. You're still young. You can find a world of friends and family outside of a soul-sucking app that impotent critics use for temporary fulfillment. Run. 2 stars.
Okay, I was waiting for that.
Okay.
Waiting for that star review.
Now, third, we have Paula P. Paula P. only gets 1 star, and I really wanted to like Paula P.'s reviews since she seemed like someone who was no nonsense and hunting for a great value with restaurants that she liked. But the fussiness, inconsistency, and hypocrisy of her reviews cost her major points, and Paula P. ended up leaving a bad taste in my mouth. In review after review, Paula P. seemed to be looking for a reason to dislike servers who attended to her, even accusing a Rib Shack server of being snooty.
What?
And relentlessly... a Rib Shack
you guys.
server for being too snooty at a Rib Shack. That's right.
Wait, uppity? You referred to a server as uppity?
At a Rib Shack, she called her snooty.
No, but I'm saying snooty's the same as uppity too, isn't it?
Essentially.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
There may be a racial component to this. I don't know.
No, there's definitely a racial component to uppity, but
to Paula P. Well, it gets worse.
Keep going.
Because she was also relentlessly clock watching a young woman at an all-you-can-eat sushi sushi buffet. Excuse me. This bay was at a buffet, and she was relentlessly clock watched. So down to the minute watching this woman, at this all-you-can-eat sushi buffet. So not cool, Paula. Not understanding tipping procedure for her milk and honey review lost her major points. This is 2017, Paula P. Get a clue. It seems that servers aren't the only ones in charge in the range of Paula P's venom. Just listen to how she reviewed her fellow diners at Parsons Chicken Restaurant.
Fellow diners.
She's
yelping the homie across the way. Okay, got
This place is overflowing with pretentious hipsters, and everyone is exactly alike, talking about everything while they possess knowledge of nothing. Incredibly ostentatious, snobbish, and annoying. Touche, Paula. The same could be said of your solipsistic proselytizing. Is there anything more pretentious than claiming to be better than everyone else because you think everyone else thinks they're better than everyone else? The last straw was when Paula P. gave the aforementioned Parsons a 1-star review and immediately after gave her local Red Lobster a 4-star review. This clearly hammered home Paula's insistence on dwelling in mediocrity and her fear of branching out, something that has presumably kept her trapped in an unsatisfying life and leaving her to look for validation via strangers on the internet who she somehow believes are interested in her lackluster restaurant reviews. Wish I could give Paula P.'s review 0 stars. 1 star.
I feel like Paula's trying to get over somebody.
Yeah.
You know, like she's clearly trying to. She's going out. Yeah, she's going. It's all right, baby.
Right.
She's going out to restaurants and crapping on the people who are eating there.
Yeah.
You know, online.
Because they apparently she's also apparently a psychic because she can know that they are talking about things that they know nothing about. Right.
Yeah,
Save it for the Psychic Friends Network, Paula. That's what I want to say.
Conversations at once, like.
I don't know.
That's impressive.
All right, and my final review of the Yelp reviews. Julia E. gets 5 stars. This is what Yelp is for. Sarcastic deconstructions of people who bother to do more than just tell your friends about a place. This is her 1-star review of a local bar. Don't go here. The music is really good and they don't carry Red Bull. The cell service in the back is really bad, so I had to drink my beer and talk to my friends the whole time.
Oh, what?
Yeah, boom. No, but the tone, I believe, was probably lost, and sarcasm is not easily detectable on the internet, but she just threw it down in that way. It was like she gave it a sarcastic 1 star because she likes the place, and it's like you have to drink your beer and talk to your friends instead of being on your phone the whole time. 1 star. Short and sweet. This review is delicious to the core. Bon appetit. 5 stars. This is a 5-star, 1-star review. Julia E. gets it.
All right. Thank you, Julie E.
Julia E.
Julia E. Okay, great. So she
no
doesn't.
relation to Sheila E., I imagine. But
I'm going to assume not. So yeah.
So she gave the bar 1 star, though?
But it was a joking 1-star review. She said, like, they play really good music and they don't have Red Bull and the cell phone service is no good, so I had to talk to my friends the whole time, so don't go here.
Or maybe her friends suck and she was serious.
Right.
Yeah. What if?
But what if? I don't know. I sensed it. I sensed it in the force
But what
that
if
this was
one star just knocked the business down
Exactly.
a peg?
That's the only thing I have a problem
Or
with.
if
she really liked
maybe they've got
them.
a ton of stars.
I think depending if you want to leave a sarcastic review of 1 star for a place you actually like, make sure it's not going to damage their star rating.
Their
check
reputation.
rating.
Which is a terrible thing to say because I wish that didn't even factor in, but restaurants now and many establishments across the board have to cater to Yelp and people like Dan H., Paula P., the swagster himself, and many others. Like, they have to cater to people who are fickle in their opinions and quite possibly have attention issues. So, I don't know. This is the world we live in. You know what I do when I don't like a restaurant?
What?
I tell people that I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't go online and try to shame them, defame them, and treat them like Frankenstein's monster and run them out? You don't do that? That's not your thing?
I don't, even if it really sucks.
Oh, wow. You sound like a human being. So
I
weird.
don't go back. That's what I do.
Yeah, I also don't go back. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't go back either.
We have quite a lot of options in Chicago. It's easy to avoid a place you dislike.
Yeah, like walk away from it. All right.
Why try to make the subjective objective? That is the question I want to leave all these Yelpers with. And be warned that these are public forums now, and if you're out there, you can be Yelped as a Yelper. You're in my crosshairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, you better duck down when Derek Slayline out here, because this is his segment. Hey, yo, what, man? Whether he sees something on the news or a street corner makes him do a double take like a black man in the 80s seeing martial arts happen in a movie for the first time and make him say, hey, yo, what, man? Hey, yo, what is Swag Daddy? Somebody call themselves Swag Daddy? Hold on, Dan H. You pretentious piece of crap. Are you talking crazy? Julia, your sarcasm translated to Derek, but Tracy think you on some nonsense. We don't know, because things don't translate in text all the time. But she clearly did like that place. All right. We're going to hit y'all off with another song, and then we'll come back with outros. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Derek, break us off.
Dirty thoughts, I keep having these dirty thoughts. Dirty thoughts, I keep having these dirty thoughts. I have these thoughts that I think sometimes I'm put on the brink of opening up the things I keep under my sink. I spray some Windex for my breath, it's just like Banaka kicking me in the back. We call it some soccer. But with your little piggy wiggies, I'm down to be getting jiggy. I'm down to just chill and listen to Molly, Bobby, or Ziggy. We can park in the South Park parking lot. Timmy, step into my love shack, the whole shack shit. Well, there's a wonderland in my underpants, so I pop some Cialis and Cialis do another dance. I love her thunder thighs, I won't ever understand. I'm just left to wonder why I never getting answers. Damn, you wrestle with your fantasies like Cena, but just know I've already done them. Lena, my life is such a page turner. Tina, but don't read the next chapter, it's 50 Shades of Obscene. Dirty thoughts, I keep having these dirty thoughts. Dirty thoughts, I keep having these dirty thoughts. Maybe so dirty, but I can't stop thinking them. But I can't stop thinking them. It ain't a problem, I'll relinquish them. Call me in the morning and I'll probably be drinking them. Check it, I spit it wacky for the masses. Jump about the back of the car like Jackie Onassis. Big Lee, be a lyrical assassin since the 5th grade. Hollow in the motorcade passing. I've been exploring vast oceans, I'm Vasco da Gama. And now I'm mixing crass potions for Vasco lasagna. I'm hiding it, I'm just performing, I'm masking the drama. And now I'm breaking the fourth wall cause I wanna. Let me explain, I'm in a motel in Des Plaines. The lady at the front desk, her name is Elaine. Just mention my name and she can take you to my room. Wake and bake and take the 22. Boom, 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 boom. Peace be with you, I won't force the issue. But of course it's misuse of the floor to diss you. But I got the mic so I'm ripe to enlist you. Just drive out one night, oh that guy, he won't miss you. Dirty thoughts, I keep having these dirty thoughts. Dirty thoughts, I keep having these dirty thoughts. Maybe so dirty, but I can't stop thinking them. but I can't stop thinking them. It ain't a problem, I'll relinquish them. Call me in the morning, please call me in the morning. Mr. and Mrs. McCarthy, I'm awfully sorry to bother you at this hour. May I offer you some coffee? You take Splenda or cream, or would be splendid indeed if you could teach a man a few manners, because it seems he's been showing some cursed words to his classmates and picking through the contents of abandoned ashtrays. We really think he may be on a bad pathway, but oh, he's ace in English and math, so hey, that's great. Story of my whole life in academia. They tried to pack me into an archetype and teach menial facts, but I said, I refuse to be congenial. But I won't ever back down to being perennial. So when they put me on the Mount Rushmore of people who strive to show that they give no more, lay me down in the gravel and sand, and I'll unravel as a man who couldn't stand to be clean. I mean, dirty thoughts, I keep having these dirty thoughts. Dirty thoughts, I keep having these dirty thoughts. And they be so dirty, but I can't stop thinking them. But I can't stop thinking them. It ain't a problem, I'll relinquish them. Call me in the morning, please call me in the morning.
Bastards all day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Yeah.
Ooh, beloved gang.
Yeah. That'll do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go around the room for some final thoughts. Anybody? Dead air is boring.
I'll say, hey, if you need a free date, come see Warren at Elbow Room.
I'm out. Oh, yeah, November
Tuesday,
7th.
November 7th.
Yeah.
Booth Comedy Hour.
Oh, wow, nice.
Bring your date. It's free. You can show off, say hi to us, look cool, you know.
Yeah, definitely come out. Definitely come out.
I may have to go to that.
Yeah, you should go out to that. That's free?
Mm-hmm. Free. We take donations for the performers, but it's free, you know. So if you can give. If you can't, you can hang out. It's cool.
Oh, man, I'm about to do something real ignorant. All right. It's funny. I was working on some stuff. Trey Bebe, what you got, sister?
I would say for the pedestrians out there, it's your responsibility to look out for your own safety as well, and don't trust that the car is just going to stop for you, or that person behind the wheel is not texting someone. So just be really careful, because you're very vulnerable, obviously.
You never know.
A pedestrian.
A child in a kiddie pool could come flying off the car at you as well.
Exactly.
Derek, what you got, Derek?
Yeah. If you yelp publicly, you are you can, the hunter can become the hunted, and the yelper can be the yelpee.
Yelp me out here.
In a quick switch of the flip of the script. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Quick flip of the script makes the yelper the yelpee. Be warned.
I'm glad we got there.
That took a damn long enough time. I get it.
A few detours.
Watch yourself. Eventually, coming for you.
Right, eventually, when I get there.
Once I finish saying what I'm trying to say.
All right. I'll be at Pimprov tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Definitely come out to that. If you see me on the low, I may have a ticket for that ass.
What up, Pam?
Holding it down, Diz Nathaniel. To you. And my final thought of the day is, ladies and gentlemen, when you are talking about things in life, make sure that they sound pretty. You know, don't just say having sex. Say veiny pipage into musty freak hole. You know, refer to your genitals as maybe a mushroom lust stick into a squirting passion wall. Something like that, ladies and gentlemen.
We're really gonna end on that?
Yeah. Let's make life colorful.
Poetry.
Look for Warren's adult novel coming soon.
That's right.
Warren Phoenix. His poetry is just so real, so raw.
That's right. Interesting enough, that's part of my title of my poetry. It's called "Raw Like a Lion."
You guys like that? Like this game?
That's right. Hear the growl. All right. Yes, that is what I'm going to end on. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to end on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This has been Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Derek, for the last time today, break us off.